Good morning. I woke up literally like 20 minutes ago. But my dad is coming around just now because, as you can see, I'm on a mattress on the floor right now because the bed that I had was a borrowed bed, and so I gave it back to my friend. And big old palaver. Basically, it's taken a really long time to get a new bed. So he's going to drop off the new bed today and help me put it up. And then I think we're going into town because I'm just starting to get a bit stressed about Christmas presents because sometimes being self-employed, you don't always know what's around the corner. And sometimes you can randomly get a new person wanting to work with you or whatever. And so I just feel like I need to be a bit more ahead of the game this year. So I've got like a lot of my Christmas presents sorted. So I just want to get I at least want to start on the rest of it today. And then I might go around to my friend's house later on too. So might be a busy day, we'll see. But right now I'm just cleaning a little bit of the state that is my room. Really can't be bothered with this if I'm honest. Need to get these boxes out of my room because they usually go underneath my bed, so they've just been sitting there for ages. So I'm really looking forward to getting a new bed so I can actually have my room nice and tidy and organised again. Because it's been a bit of a nightmare. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do just now. My washing machine is on, so you might not be able to hear me that well, but new plan. My dad's not feeling very well today, so we're going to put up my bed and then I'm going to go along to my friend's house. We're going to make some gingerbread. It's going to be Christmassy and probably one of the only Christmassy things that's going to happen this Vlogmas, so yeah, let's do that.
Drove to Chicago. All things know. We sold our clothes to the state. I don't mind. I made a lot of mistakes in my mind. You came to take us. All things
Right, so do a hand pen like that. Right, push down really hard.
to recreate us. All things grow.
Can you push down a bit harder?
We had a mindset. All things know. You had to find it. All things go.
Have I got a head?
Have you got what?
From the edge in the sky. The bridge fell apart. And he wasn't sure why. It could have been Christmas, all that joy and the such, or some thoughts from his head. Couldn't quite touch.
Oh hi! I haven't filmed in a wee while. I went round to my friend's house and then I went to my parents' house for dinner, and then I just had a bowl of Rice Krispies and I've been listening to Lizzo, so that's how my day's going. I just want to quickly say I got a message, I got a comment on one of my videos that I wanted to reply to, and I thought I replied to it on here because I thought I could help more people than just this one girl. And the girl asked me the question, Her name is Kyla, and she asked, how do I get my dad to understand when I get anxious and have panic attacks triggered by my emetophobia? I really wanted to just mention that quickly just now. I have talked about that my dad's been a very, very supportive part of my recovery, but it hasn't always been that way, and I've been open about that too, in that he has always been kind and always been tried his best, and he is a classic father in the way that he wants the best for me, he wants me to be happy. And so at the beginning it was very, very hard for him to understand what was going on, and he didn't always get it. He was kind of like, why, just like get on with it, and like he just didn't understand. I think that's partly because there just wasn't really mental health education in his day or at that point at all. This was quite a long time ago, and I found that when I was little I wasn't able to really understand what I was going through either, so I couldn't really articulate it. And now that I know a lot more about it, and it sounds like you as a person know a lot more about it, because you know you have emetophobia and you know you have anxiety, and back then I didn't, I found that it was more helpful to have kind of lots of little conversations rather than one big one, and he just understood. So I would talk to him often about, I have anxiety, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes there would be arguments of him saying a certain thing that would offend me, or he would say something that he wanted me to do, and I kept having to say a million times, sometimes even still now, I'll have to say, remember, I can't always do these things that you want me to do. And I think it's more about just having lots of little conversations rather than just kind of expecting somebody to understand straight away. Unfortunately, emetophobia and other anxiety conditions are very hard for people to understand, and the problem with them is they are, when you're living with them, feel impossible and feel like you'll never get better. And I don't think people understand the severity of how it feels to have something like that. Phobias are very different from fears. Fears you can kind of get on with, whereas phobias do kind of halt your life and make life really hard. And so I think your dad will never fully understand, or any member of family or friends or anything like that will never really fully understand what you're going through. And so I think for me, one of the best things that I did was I was there for myself, and I'd learned how to be there for myself as much as I could. And so if other people around me weren't understanding as much, then I could just revert back to, well, at least I know I'm on my side, and at least I know what my boundaries are, etc. But yeah, it wasn't really like I did one specific thing to make my dad understand. And I think maybe just having lots of little conversation with your dad, maybe sending him some of my videos or sending him some links online of like, this is what emetophobia is a very serious condition. It's the third most common phobia in the world. And I think the more you learn about it yourself, the more you're clued up on it, the easier it is to articulate to other people. And sometimes they just might not get it, or sometimes it might take them a long time, but be patient with the people that are trying to understand as well. So yeah, that's my best kind of advice. Sorry, I just quickly jumped to that from really cute footage of my goddaughter being really cute and to all of a sudden being like, this is what you do for emetophobia. But yeah, I really wanted to mention that in the vlog because I wanted it to be a general conversation. So yeah, I am actually just going to go, I'm going to edit a video, I'm going to go in the bath, and then I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to sleep in an actual bed. I've not slept in an actual bed for a while now, and so I'm really excited to have a good night's sleep, and hopefully my back will stop hurting as much. So yeah, thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's probably a bit shorter, and I will see you tomorrow, I imagine, if I'm getting my stuff together. Yeah, bye.